Now we have a few problems where we're going to be factoring. Here we have a trinomial, and usually trinomials are factored as the product of two binomials. And I'm going to start by putting 2x and 3x as the first two terms in each of the parentheses. And the reason I'm doing that is because our middle term is only a -7. It's kind of low. So when I know that when I multiply the terms together, I need to keep the value somewhat low. And if I multiply 6 by a factor of 24, that number might end up being too high. Now I need to keep in mind the factors of 24. The factors of 24 are 1 and 24, which I most likely won't use. 2 and 12. Well, also, once again, multiplying the 12 times the 3 or the 2 is going to end up giving me a value much higher than -7. We also have 4 and 6. But notice that both of these are even. And if I was to put either the 4 or 6 here, that would mean that this particular binomial would have had a common factor of 2 that I could have pulled out, and there's no common factors in the original trinomial. So I'm not going to be using the 4 and the 6. So then I'm going to be trying 3 and 8. Once again, I'm not going to want to put the 8 here because then there would have been a common factor of 2 to pull out. So I'm not going to put the 8 here. I'll put the 8 over here with the 3x and the 3 with the 2x. And now I just have to make sure my signs are correct, positive and negative. I know we have one positive and one negative because the product needs to be negative. And I want the result when I add the terms together to be a -7x. So I need to have more negative and less positive. So I'll put the negative with the 8 and the positive with the 3. And if you multiply it out, you can verify that we did factor this correctly. You'd have 2x times 3x, which would be 6x. Outside terms, you'd have -16x. Oops, this should be -6x squared. Then we have -16x. Inside terms plus 9x, and the last terms will be -24. And when we combine the middle two terms, we end up with our original polynomial.